नदियों को बचाने के लिए अध्यात्म की जंग। आज हमारे देश की नदियों की जो दुर्दशा हो रही है उसके लिए सद्गुरु ने एक मुहिम शुरू की है, रैली फॉर रिवर्स। इस वक्त पर्यावरण के बारे में बात करने के लिए, नदियों की हालत पर बात करने के लिए और कुछ आध्यात्मिक मुद्दों पर भी बात करने के लिए सद्गुरु खुद हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं। सबसे पहले तो आपसे ये जानना चाहूँगा कि इस मुहिम की आपको ज़रूरत क्यों नजर आई? रैली फॉर रिवर्स ये कैंपेन चलाकर आप क्या हासिल करना चाहते हैं?
See, my engagement with mountains, forests and rivers is right from my early childhood. When I say my engagement, my involvement with rivers and forests is not in terms of natural resource, not in terms of nature, enjoying nature, not like that. My involvement was to such an extent that I, in many ways, are a part of that in my experience. I've lived in jungles, have floated down rivers for weeks on end. So, I experience rivers particularly as life much larger than myself. People like you and me will come and go, but rivers flow forever. That's what we thought. But now, in the last 25 years, I have been watching with some concern that rivers have been depleting. So when I saw this, one of the things that we started was, we started what's called as Project Green Hands, to bring back vegetation, because our rivers are largely forest-fed rivers. In the last 20 years or so, we've planted over 3.2 crore trees in Tamil Nadu, which has increased the green cover. It has done some good. Apart from that, it's changed the culture in people's minds, that's a very good thing. But still it's not a solution, that's what I'm saying. Unless we have a policy which clearly determines how we should conduct our rivers and soil in the country, unless there is a mandatory, enforceable and implementable policy, the solution will not come. I will do something, you will do something, somebody else does something. All this is okay, it's small contributions. But the real thing will happen only when clearly nation sets a policy that this is how we will treat our rivers, because rivers are not personal property, it's a national treasure.
सद्गुरु, इससे जुड़े हुए फिर मेरे दो सवाल हैं। एक तो आपने कहा कि एक नेशनल पॉलिसी होनी चाहिए। कई लोग जो है अपना अलग अलग कुछ ना कुछ इस कॉज के लिए कर रहे हैं, पानी से जुड़े हुए कॉज के लिए कर रहे हैं, सरकारें भी कर रही हैं, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स कर रही हैं, फिल्म स्टार्स कर रहे हैं, आमिर खान कहीं कुछ कर रहे हैं, कहीं पर नर्मदा बचाओ आंदोलन हो रहा है। तो देश भर में जगह जगह पर इस तरह के आंदोलन, इस तरह की कैंपेन्स वगैरह हो रहे हैं, लेकिन आपको लगता है कि इन सबको एक छतरी के नीचे आकर एक साथ मिलकर कुछ करें तो ये और भी ज्यादा इफेक्टिव हो सकता है?
See, as I said, many people have done wonderful work, no question about that. But this wonderful work will not become a full-scale solution, because as I said, I've been noticing last 25 years rivers have been depleting, but particularly in the last 7 years, the depletion is so very steep. It's so steep that by 2030, it is estimated most of our rivers will become seasonal, not perennial. Already major rivers like Kaveri, Narmada, Krishna, all these have become seasonal rivers. These are rivers which have flown for thousands of years, but today they have become seasonal rivers, that is 12 months they are not flowing. When they don't flow for 12 months, the loss of life that happens, I'm talking about the other life, the species of fish and variety of other life, because India as a subcontinent has the highest species of fishes and other life. We even have a dolphin in the rivers which is unique to India. Over 1,000 species of fish we have had. But in the last 25 years, scientists fear 15 to 20% might have become extinct. There is no study to tell us this clearly, but people fear that over 15% may be gone.
सद्गुरु जी, एक इससे ही जुड़ा सवाल ये है, जैसा कि मैंने पहले कहीं पढ़ा भी कि आप नदियों के इर्द गिर्द पेड़ लगाने की बात करते हैं, लेकिन समस्या ये है कि क्या किसान उसके लिए तैयार होंगे? बहुत जगहों पर ये इश्यू आएगा, फर्टाइल लैंड कोई जो है, खेती की ज़मीन कोई छोड़ने को तैयार नहीं होता है। अभी हम अगर महाराष्ट्र की ही बात करें तो यहाँ पर एक सुपर हाईवे बनने जा रहा है मुंबई से नागपुर के लिए, उसके लिए भी किसान जो है ज़मीन नहीं छोड़ रहे हैं, उसके लिए भी बड़ा झगड़ा चल रहा है, बहुत आंदोलन हो रहा है, तो वो कैसे मुमकिन हो पाएगा?
See, the Indian rivers, the major rivers, run for approximately 20,000 kilometers. In these 20,000 kilometers, 25% of the land is still in the government hands and generally in the upper riparian areas. So this definitely we must make it into forests. And I'm very confident we will make it into forests in the next 20 years' time. The remaining 75% is in the farmers' hands. Out of this, 6 to 8% is delta lands. Delta lands can be left undisturbed, we don't have to touch that. So the remaining 65% is what we're talking about. This amounts to 14,000 kilometers or 28,000 square kilometers. Now, we have already demonstrated this in Tamil Nadu and various other places, that by shifting from crop-based agriculture to tree-based agriculture, a farmer will earn 3 to 8 times more. Some experts from Vietnam were with us working on this Rally for Rivers. They are telling us that in their country, the farmers who shifted from paddy cultivation to fruit cultivation, their income has gone up 20 times over, 2,000%. We were amazed, how is this possible? They're laughing at us because 20 years ago, all these people as students, they came to India, studied in our agricultural universities, they took this knowledge and implemented on their land, and today it has become one of the major fruit exporters in the world. So, the way we are located in the geography of this planet, we are a tropical nation, we can crop 12 months of the year. If we take care of our soil and water resource properly, we can become the breadbasket of the world. Very easily farmer can earn 3 to 4 times more in 6 years' time. Only thing is, first 3 years he needs assistance. This assistance is where governments, corporates and other forces will come in to make this happen. This is a comprehensive policy. It's not like uproot the farmer and put forest, that's not the kind of policy this is. We are only talking about moving from crop-based, chemical-oriented agriculture to organic, tree-based agriculture, where the income will definitely go up. Only thing is, first 3 years he needs support. And he needs not just financial support, he needs technological support, scientific support. So we are trying to work that. We are also bringing industry into this. We have been talking to Confederation of Indian Industry, the CII. The effort is this: first industry should invest, then farmer should invest. In cold storage, in value addition they invest, and they give an assurance that whatever comes out of this, we will buy at a certain price, base price. Like sugarcane, there is a base price and an assured buyback. Like that we must set up for every fruit and other medicinal trees and herbs that we can grow on the river side, which will be good for the river. It's not about all trees. There are shrubs, there are bushes, there are variety of things. Especially Ayurveda is growing big time in the world. You know, there is a huge expansion of Ayurveda in the world. But where is the source? Where is the resource for this? The medicinal herbs, bushes and trees are simply absent in the country. So, because of this, dilution will happen. When dilution happens, Ayurveda will get a bad name. So, it's very important we bring back tree-based agriculture to a certain extent. And for the health of the nation, if 30% of your diet, you must do this, 30% of your diet becomes fruit, believe me, 40% of your healthcare bills will go and you will live longer, you will be sharper, you will be a better human being. This is not today. When Megasthenes visited India and Huan Sen visited India and when Kautilya wrote his treatise, at that time all three of them mentioned, this is not today. When Megasthenes visited India and Huan Sen visited India and when Kautilya wrote his treatise, at that time all three of them mentioned that Indian people have an unusually large fruit as a part of their diet. And people tell me that Huan Sen even commented that Indian people are intellectually very sharp mainly because of their fruit consumption.
सदगुरु, आप जैसे लोग, गैर सरकारी संस्थाएं तो ये काम कर ही रही हैं, लेकिन सरकारी एफर्ट्स भी इसके पहले हो चुके हैं एफॉरेस्टेशन के लिए, पेड़ लगाने के लिए, अभी महाराष्ट्र में भी चल रहा है। लेकिन आगे जाकर देखा यह जाता है कि इतना करोड़ों का पैसा लगाया गया, इतना प्रचार किया गया, लेकिन वो कहाँ गायब हो जाता है पता ही नहीं चलता है। चाहे उसे भ्रष्टाचार की वजह से कारण बताया जाए या फिर लापरवाही की वजह से, आगे उसके नतीजे, उसके रिजल्ट्स दिखते नहीं हैं।
See, there are many problems in the country. We can't handle all of them at once. But at the same time, it doesn't mean it's not worked. Particularly in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, by the governments, the amount of greenery that they're bringing forth is tremendous. Andhra Pradesh is aiming to go for 50% of the land in Andhra Pradesh, they want to go for horticulture, okay? Already they have planted huge acreage of horticulture. Telangana government is aiming towards the third largest tree planting project in the world, which is 291 crores they want to plant in the next 5 or 6 years' time. Along with that, they are doing water harvesting and deepening of the old lakes. It's called Mission Kakatiya because the Kakatiya kings had done this, setting up ponds and lakes in many places. Just with this, in 2 years' time, I think the governments are only 2 years old, in 2 years' time, the increase in the agricultural land, the amount of land irrigated is over 5 lakh acres. And Andhra Pradesh has a agricultural growth rate of 27%. It's the highest in the world. I'm saying it can be done.
गुरुजी, आपकी पहचान एक आध्यात्मिक गुरु की है और आप एक पर्यावरण से जुड़े हुए कॉज के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। आज के वक्त में, आज जिस तरह से जिस ओर हमारा समाज आगे बढ़ रहा है या दुनिया में जो कुछ भी हो रहा है, उसको देखते हुए आज के वक्त में स्पिरिचुअल गुरुज की, आध्यात्मिक गुरुओं की कितनी जरूरत महसूस होती है?
You want me to jump in the ocean? See, it doesn't matter what time in history you are, the inner well-being of the human being is always a concern. Just because you have a cell phone in your pocket, that doesn't mean you have become liberated, all right? Just because food and drink and everything is more organized than before, this doesn't mean you become liberated. You will see the more affluent the societies become, the more spiritually oriented they become. This is what you're seeing in Europe, America, everywhere. The urge to look inward is very big because sorting out the outside problems. When there was no food, you thought if I get food, everything will be fine. When there was no home, you thought if I get a home, everything will be fine. When you get all those things, you still know you are not fine. That is when you turn inward. Spiritual process does not mean we are taking you to heaven or something. It is about creating a heaven within yourself. That is the well-being of the human being. Everything else that you do is only in pursuit of well-being. Your money, your wealth, your education, your relationships, your family, all this is only in pursuit of well-being. But how many human beings can claim that from morning to evening they are in a joyful condition? They were doing that when they were children. As you grow up, you should have become ecstatic, but instead of that, you're becoming miserable for nothing. Though everything is working better, and as a generation of people, you have more comforts and conveniences than any generation ever, isn't it? Yes or no? The kind of comforts and conveniences that you and me have today, no generation ever in the history of humanity had. But we are also the most complaining generation because we are feeling more and more cornered because outside as it works out, you see it doesn't make a difference. So, the need for spirituality is not of a certain time. It is not a certain time, it is not a certain… spirituality is not a direction, it's a dimension. So what you are asking is, can I have a nice car without an engine? You can have, you can park it, you can walk around it, but it won't go anywhere. That's what it is. You have a body, you have a mind, but if you don't take care of your interiority, you are like a car without an engine. Paintwork is good, makeup is on, no?
सही बात है गुरुजी, लेकिन आजकल के वक्त में हम देख रहे हैं कि लोग भावनाओं के साथ जुड़ते हैं। कई लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो लोगों की इसी भावना का जो है फ़ायदा उठाते हैं, उसको उन्होंने कारोबार, एक धंधा बना लिया है। और कई ऐसे लोग हमारे इस बीच में सामने आए हैं, जैसे राम रहीम का मामला हो गया या फिर आसाराम का मामला हो गया, एक रामपाल, ऐसे कई केसेस हाल के दिनों में ही सामने आए हैं जहां पर कुछ ऐसे लोग जिनके खाने के दांत कुछ और हैं और दिखाने के दांत कुछ और हैं, वो लोगों को इस तरह से मूर्ख बना रहे थे। तो एक आम आदमी जो किसी से जुड़ना चाहता है, वो कैसे फर्क करे कि कौन जेन्युइन गुरु है और कौन इस तरह से फ्रॉड कर रहा है, कौन सिर्फ अपनी दुकान चला रहा है? तो एक आम आदमी वो कैसे फर्क कर पाएगा?
It's very simple. If you go to a guru, the guru should be about you, not about himself. This you can very easily see. But you are going to a guru like a fan club. You're going to him like he's some kind of a film star or something. That's not the right way to go. With every guru, even with us, there'll be some people who come like that. But it's the work of the guru to change that. People will come like that. If you're little well-known, people will come for you. But you have to change that. If you start enjoying that, then you're misleading them somewhere else. And whatever the names that you mentioned, I don't wish to take those names. See, the problem is the media is only giving cameras to those people. There are many, hundreds of gurus who are doing fantastic work. They did not come in front of the camera because they did not seek that. My work is very public and social on one level. Only for that I seek media, okay? For spiritual process I never sought media, because by word of mouth millions of people come and we can never fulfill the demand that they create on me. So for spiritual work we have never sought media. Only for schools, for ecological work and for other things we seek media, because this is social work, this is national work.
सदगुरु जी, एक सवाल आपके बारे में है कि आपने किसी इंटरव्यू में कहा था कि आप रिचुअल्स पर यकीन नहीं करते हैं, आप रिचुअल्स वगैरह पर यकीन नहीं करते हैं। वहीं दूसरी
nobody taught me any ritual, ना?
लेकिन कुछ लोग इसको एक कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन भी मानते हैं कि एक तरफ आप शिव जी की मूर्ति लगाते हैं और दूसरी तरफ आप रिचुअल्स में यकीन नहीं करते, ये बात बोलते हैं, तो उस बारे में थोड़ा सा आप बताएंगे।
See, I am a yogi essentially. In the yogic culture, Shiva is the first yogi or the Adi yogi. We respect him and value him for the knowledge that's been given, because there is no greater knowledge than what has been given. Just everything that you need to know about yourself and the world around you has been given to you, not as a writing, not as a teaching, not as a preaching, but as a method through which you can know. Methods, 112 methods he gave. That is why we set up this 112 feet tall Adiyogi statue. There are no rituals there, it's all in silence. Little bit people want to express something, they want to utter one mantra, so we have something, but that is also towards sadhana, not towards worship. This is not about praising the god, this is not prayer. This is just a scientific method. By uttering certain sounds, there are certain impacts upon the system. All ancient rituals in this country were scientific in nature. But slowly over a period of time, we've lost that science or we've given up that science, and now it's become all about prayer and requesting the god and petition to the god, give me this, give me that. That is not the nature of this culture. This culture, there is only one thing you seek. If you ever spoke to your grandmother, you would see that sitting, standing, she will say karma, prarabdha, mukti, moksha, yes or no?
Right.
Not in spiritual discourse. Ordinary day-to-day conversation also, without these words there was no conversation, because that was the only goal. Liberation was the only goal, not God. There never been a God in this country, you must understand this. So Shiva is a yogi. Always you saw him even in the calendar images as a yogi, isn't it? So he is the Adi yogi. So someone who contributed to your life in such a big way, if I put up my father's picture, do I become religious? Hello? If I put up my teacher's picture, will I become religious? This is just the same. And this is not just a father or a teacher, his personality and his contribution is universal in nature. So I thought I should do something appropriate for his stature.
गुरुजी, वन लास्ट क्वेश्चन। स्वामी विवेकानंद के कर्मयोग में मैंने पढ़ा कि हम जब भी कोई अच्छा कर्म भी करते हैं तो देयर इज सम एलिमेंट ऑफ बैड ऑल्सो इन इट विच इज हिडन इन इट विच वी डोंट नो। अच्छे कर्मों में भी कुछ ना कुछ कहीं कुछ बुरा छुपा होता है जो हम अनजाने में करते जाते हैं, और बुरे काम में भी कुछ ना कुछ कहीं अच्छाई छुपी होती है। और चूंकि कर्म वापस आता ही है, आप अच्छा कर रहे हैं बुरा कर रहे हैं, जो भी आपके तरफ वापस आता ही है, तो मुझे आपसे ये जानना है कि ये बताइए कि उस जो अच्छे कर्म करते वक्त जो उसमें का बुरा एलिमेंट है उससे कैसे बचा जाए?
See, my life does not depend on the activity that I do, because my way of being is such, I don't need any activity. If I close my eyes and sit here, I can sit here till I fall dead. So activity is only the requirement of the situation. I have no need for activity. People ask me, Sadhguru, what's your dream? So I say, my dream is one day I must get unemployed, that I have nothing to do, it'll be great. Because 20 hours a day, 7 days of the week, 365 days, we are on, okay? Just sleeping 2-3 hours a day and simply on every day. Something is going on. So this is not because I need the activity, because the situation needs the activity. Left to myself, I'm very lazy. I won't want to do anything. If I close my eyes, I won't open my eyes for days on end. That's how I spent early part of my life. But today, there is so much to be done and left undone. Somebody has to do it. If we do not do anything about our rivers today, something serious about rivers today, it's a clear statement, we have no care or concern for our children, that's what it means. Because in the next 15 to 20 years, you will see very serious water situations in the country if you don't take appropriate steps now.
गुरुजी, अपने विचारों को हमसे साझा करने के लिए बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया और आपकी आगे की रैली के लिए हमारी शुभकामनाएं। धन्यवाद।
ये है एबीपी न्यूज़, आपको रखे आगे।